and welcome back to Visit Fylde Coast. This is the soda bread that goes with the carrot soup. So it's a little bit different from our normal Visit Fylde Coast repertoire. And you might wonder what I've got hung round my neck. Well, it's a new gadget. It's a neck thing for the GoPro. So you just fasten it on and you get a first person view. You'll see what I see as I'm cooking. So it's not going to be one of those organised fancy videos that you see on YouTube where people seamlessly make a banquet in like 5 minutes flat. It's going to be my normal standard of chaoticness. And yes, I have got one plastic glove on, but I'll tell you about that in a minute. So come and join me and we'll make some soda bread. So, it's dead easy soda bread. I've made this loads of times. I'm going to make half the recipe that I normally use. So I'm going to put 225 grams of flour. This is my new super duper flour storage container direct from Home Bargains. So I'm going to put the scales on. 225, did I say? Yeah, right. 225 grams of flour into the food processor. It literally takes seconds to make this. It's really good. 208. That's a bit too much. 27. That'll do. Right, so I want my flour. Right back on. They're only $3.99 these. Very good. I've got different sizes in. Right, and then I need a teaspoon of bicarbonate of soda. And while I was there, I splashed out and bought some of these because I never know how much a teaspoon is. So I've got half a teaspoon because I'm half in the measurements, aren't I? Half a teaspoon of bicarb. Make sure it's the right one. And half a teaspoon of... That's not right. I thought you put both in. I wonder if that's why it didn't work last time. I've put baking powder in instead of bicarb. Right, we'll try that, shall we? I'll put a little bit of bicarb in just for good luck. The recipe is actually half a teaspoon of bicarb. Honestly, I thought it tasted funny last time I made it. And I've even got a thing, haven't I? Half a teaspoon, yeah, so I'll just put a little bit in. Just to make sure it works. Told you it won't be a professional. Are you ready to rock and roll video? We'll do it again another day. And then you put a teaspoon of salt and 300 mils of plain yogurt. So this is a single pot because I always end up, when I use a big pot, chucking a stack away. So I've got some little ones. So we need some salt. Muffin's helping us. Say hello, Muffin. Hello, Muffin. Muffin's helping us. And we need a bit of salt. Let's get some salt. Level teaspoon it says, but I think that's quite a lot. So we'll put a quarter in, I think, out of the salt pot. Oh, heck, I think I've got a grain of rice stuck in my nozzle. I think it wants filling up, actually. Told you we weren't very professional, didn't I? That'll do. That's enough. Right, so, whack your yoghurt in. Just put the lid down on that a second. Whack your yoghurt in. Like plain yoghurt. It's very nice. Very nice indeed it is. It's very nice with fruit, either fresh or pureed. There you go, put your yogurt in. I think I've pretty much got all that. Got a bit of a scrape. And put the lid on and give it a whisk. And yes, I know I'm using a chopping blade. Told you we were quick, clean and clever merchants in this house, didn't I? Right, so then give it a bit of a pulse. because I don't want to knock the living daylights out of it. So it starts to come together in a dough. And last time I made it, I put too much milk in. So I'm not going to put as much in today. You see it's starting to come together in like breadcrumbs. So I'm just going to put a drop in. Like that. And see what happens. I'll put that back in because no doubt I'll end up with a tornado all over it. Still not wet enough. Bit more. And it should come together in a dough. That should probably be enough. Together now. See, I put a bit more milk in than that and I ended up with a really quick dough. So take your lid off. Take your dough out. Yeah, the reason why I've got a glove on, just thinking about these blades, my friend Brenda bought me a little handheld choppy thing and I did what I've just done there and put it in the sink to wash. Completely forgot that I put it in the sink, and then, wouldn't you know, ended up putting my hand in the sink and cutting my hand on the chopper. So you end up with a bit of a soft dough like that. So it's important not to knead it into the middle of next week. It's still a bit sticky. It's not bad. It's not bad. It's not bad at all. It's surprising how much a difference it makes when you've got a glove on. It completely alters your sense of touch. That's all right. That's lovely. That's lovely, that is. So I'm going to cook this in my Ninja. That's lovely, that dough. That's better than last time. Last time it was really sticky. I'm going to cook this in my Ninja, and I'm still not organised. I've not got a knife, but I'll use this teaspoon. So there's 3 of us, so I'm going to cut it into 3 pieces and make 3 sort of tea cakes. Yeah, I know, we're all tea cakes in this house. I'm going to do that, and I'm going to fold it. In fact, no I'm not, I'm going to stick it back together and I'm going to make 4, because if they're equal sizes, they'll cook better, and if they're a bit smaller, they'll cook more evenly. And I like that crust, you see, because you can make it into just a single loaf, which I've done loads of times in the past. But I prefer bread buns because then you get that crunchy cover. Right, so the reason why I wanted 4 is because I'm going to cook 2 by 2, as Noah said. So what I've done, I've cut some baking paper and put that in there. This is your rack for your Ninja. So I'm going to put that on like that. And I put 2 pieces of dough. In fact, I'll put the bigger ones on top. That's ever so slightly bigger than the other 2. So I'm going to put these 2 little ones. I'd never make a television chef, would I? I'm messy. And to put these 2 little ones on bottom, sorry. See why in a minute. Like that. And then you put your next rack thing in, like that, so that it locks together. You put that on top. And then one thing I have discovered in my trials of using a Ninja is that the top row, when you use it on the bake function, cooks to death. So I'm going to chuck a piece of foil over the top because it bakes by blowing hot air. Let's just open the lid. This is where I get flour everywhere. My grandma always used to do this. When she'd been baking, all the kitchen was covered in flour. So you just pop that in like that. And this is your oven element. So there's a fan inside it and it blows. There's a heating element underneath that and it blows hot air. So what's on your top layer gets incinerated, and what's underneath is not cooked properly. So I'm going to do that, and I'm going to put it on. Let's just clear that setting. I'm going to put it on bake, which is there, just by turning that. And I'm going to leave it on 190 because I used it on a hot setting the other day and it was really, really hot and it didn't cook through enough inside. So I'm going to do it for 15 minutes. It's coming automatically on 15, so I'll do it for 15 and we'll see what God sends us. And that's it. That's all you do. So it's just peeped, it's finished. It's done quarter of an hour on 190. So we'll take the top off and have a look and see what's happening underneath. Oh, that's lovely. I think we'll crank that up and we'll do it on 200 for 5 minutes. I'm still gauging and learning. It's a little bit of a learning curve involved when you do an injury for the first time. I'm going to do it on 210 for 6 minutes. Right, I'm going to have another look. Oh, we're getting there. Yeah, I'm going to take the foil out now and we'll see what happens in those last 2 minutes. I think that'll be enough. It says done, and I think these top ones are done, so I'm going to take them out carefully without burning my hands. It's the only fault I've got with these gadgets. And the No-Yeast Soda Bread's done. That's still a bit not quite hollow enough, that. I think I'll turn them over and I'll pop them back in for another minute and then we'll finish the bottom ones off. Yep, they look done. I reckon they're done. So you tap them on your bottom, and if they sound hollow, they're cooked. Right, now I need to get, this is where you've got to be careful not to burn your fingers. I need to get the top rack out, which is that one. Like that. I don't want to burn the worktop either. And then I need to take these out. Right, I want to turn them over because they're still too soft. And that can just finish off and I'll do it for another minute. So I think we can just about call these done. So I'm going to open the lid and we'll see what we've got. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. Make sure that you've subscribed, make sure that you've signed up for Visit Fylde Coast. Who knows what you might end up watching next time. And if you've enjoyed this video, give it a like as well. Let's see what's in here and whether or not it is actually finished. Oh, I think we can call them cooked. Oh, that sounds quite hollow. I think we'll call them finished. Bye for now.